I say thanks for joining me. If this is your first time, hi, I'm Mana. I am a tarot reader. I am also clairaudient, so I listen to music while I'm looking at cards to help me with messages sometimes. So with that being said, I do not own the rights to any of these songs. First song up is Sia, Elastic Heart. So tonight, what I'm going to be going over, I only have one spirit animal that I'm doing, and it is a brand new one. It is the jaguar, and that is because we have that as one of the oracle cards. So I pulled brand new oracle cards from the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. And I also did, let's see if I can find it, the Past Lives Oracle deck. So those are pre-pulled. Past Lives, Mystical Shaman. Those are pre-pulled. I have those. I also have the review of the Jaguar, as I mentioned before. And then I'm just going to kind of see where I go from there. I only have one bird card because I saw a swan online, and I got one tarot card, bottom card, that I'm going to read. 117 on the timer. Instant manifestation, 7 is the number for you. So hopefully you've been working on yourself and your healing and all of that stuff, so you can instantly manifest those things for yourself. So after I do go through all of this stuff, I'm probably going to either pull some more from the Shaman Oracle deck, because I didn't pull very many of them, so there's still a possibility of things from that, or I may just go to regular tarot. But stay tuned, hang out with me. It's Friday, you know. I don't have a time limit, but I won't make it super long, I promise. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and start my ritual and get that out of the way. I do a 4-part elemental ritual. So the first part is always earth. So I have a clove. And I'll let that just hang out in my cheek while I'm talking to you guys. It's for protection. And it has a lot of other benefits as well. Look into it. So I have that. I'm still working with Super 7 and Tiger's Eye. If you want to know more about it, review, I think I had talked about it yesterday, last night's reading. So there's earth, there's fire. I have 2 candles burning tonight. I have this little guy right here. And then I also still have, because I put it out after last night's reading because it's just for you guys, the pink candle for unconditional love for yourself and universal love for everybody. So I have both of those, but that's not the fire. This is the fire. This is a dragon's blood incense. So fire, wind or air. So we got earth, fire, wind. Put this over in the corner. I have my grandpa Richard over there protecting it for you guys. Ancestors. Tap into that with your ancestors. Say a little prayer every once in a while for them. If you have a picture, talk to them. All right, so I'm going to put that there for you guys. So we have earth, fire, wind, and water. Go planet. Now I haven't done that in a while, but I'm in a pretty good mood right now. So I hope the energy stays that way. All right, so I got that out of the way, so let's go ahead into it. I think instead of doing the spirit animal, I'm going to wait until the end when I get to the actual card when it is there, and then I will review it. But for right now, I am going to do the past life deck. So I'm going to show them to you first, and then I'm going to tell you what I think about them. So we have, and this is a new one, Knighthood. The Arts, also a new one. Scribe or writer. Egypt. Atlantis. Greco-Roman. Celtic. This one again. This one again. Wars and Battles. Obviously, it's been popping up for a while. This is the real McCoy Runaway. 444. Angels protection. So if you do need to get away, angels are there to protect you. Call upon them to help you with these wars and battles that you may still be having internally with yourself or externally with others. Maybe having to do with your love life. High Priestess. You're now always happy to see that one. Vows. Medicine man or woman. The babies. If you've been around, they've been everywhere, and now confirmation again. Mother, maternal, divine feminine energy, imprisonment or slavery. All right, so maybe you guys already got like a really good idea about what the reading's gonna be just based on me showing them to you. So, hey, you can practice yourself. But I'm gonna go ahead and give you my translation of it now. So, knighthood. Now, when I see this card, to me, it makes me think about how in movies about, you know, that time period, whenever there was a knight, there was always a king that would knight them. They'd get down on their knee and they would knight them with the sword on each shoulder and basically give them a responsibility or give them a power or something like that. Or title, but that's what I mean by a power, authority. So when I see this, it makes me think that you are being gifted or knighted with something, either from your bloodline, if you believe in past lives, or witchcraft, maybe that's your thing. You're being gifted with something in that way. Maybe you are moving into a job position to where you are getting a promotion, a title of some sort like that. Or maybe you're just elevating up to the next level of your life. So that's what I think of when I see that. Some type of ability, some type of gift, or some type of ascension in your life about to happen or just happened. Maybe you're a creative person. Maybe that's the gift of the talent that you've been knighted with. It's supposed to be a really good time in the future for people that are creative. So maybe that's you. Maybe you're a musician, a painter, a dancer, you know, people that are in the arts. Or maybe you're a screenwriter. You want to write a book. You're an author. Maybe a book about your life. You never know. When I saw these, though, they immediately made me think of past lives. So, if you are a person that believes in reincarnation or past lives, or you are a person that believes in star seeds, and I may pull some from this as well, but I believe that these cards have to do with there's a energy pull or a shift in consciousness to where there's a large population of people that are starting to tap into what's known as their ancient DNA. A lot of this ancient DNA is said to be from periods of time such as ancient Egypt, tales of Atlantis, Greco-Greece Roman times, and Celtic times. So the spirituality aspects, the mythology, all that. If you are a person that has felt a call or a desire or an interest of some sort for any of these in your lifetime, and you don't really understand why, maybe it's you trying to remember who you really are from a past life. There's a lot of that happening right now. So, and I'm sure that right there just maybe cleared some of you guys out, because I have lost a couple of followers in the last couple of days for whatever reason. Maybe I'm a little bit too authentic for them. I don't know. Maybe they just don't have the same belief system. I don't know. But whatever it is, I'm kind of thankful for it, because I want the authentic people that resonate to be here. I'm not here for the likes and the follows. I'm genuinely here to connect with people and give you guys a message. That's it. The end. So, for the ones of you that aren't into past lives, starseed energy, reincarnations, and all of that, maybe I'm not the reader for you. But if that is you, and you resonate with any of these time periods and they call to you, that may be a sign that you should look into that. Start looking into mythology. Do a little research online about things like that. Chances are you had a fascination with it since you were young. 10-10, time of completion. But don't let that be a completion into a cycle, because here we are with those wars and battles. And I don't know if I said what this is, but this is Halsey, Heaven in Hiding. And how true is that? For real, think about it. Heaven is here. Heaven is here on earth. We don't have to wait for it. It's right here in plain sight for us. But distractions, being out of touch with each other, being out of touch with the environment and the earth. The new world, next year, 2025, the year of the snake, is supposed to be the year of rebirth. The year of whatever you're putting out into the world being reflected back to you. So this is why it's been so important to work on these wars and these battles, so that when the time comes to have things reflected back to you, you're having the things that you want reflected back to you. 11-11, instant manifestation. You want that manifestation to be something good, like maybe your love life. Maybe you're ready for love. Maybe you're healing an old love, because you and that person, whether they're a new love or an old love, you both individually worked on the internal battles within yourself to ultimately win the war, so that you can move on. And when you do have a new relationship, you're not projecting all your past trauma onto the new relationship. You want a healthy love. Like, look at this. This is that type of like romantic love where people buy you roses and candy, romance it up and do it up big for you. That's the type of love that you should want to have. And I don't know, maybe some of you guys aren't very romantic, but for the hopeless romantics out there, if that's what you want, that's what you're going to get. Because remember, you're going to get what's being reflected that you put out back to you. Your twin flame is basically a mirror of you. If you believe in twin flames, 1222, soul tie connections, twin flame connections, love is very much a theme for the future. This is the Scorpions rock you like a hurricane. And maybe you're going to find that person that comes into your life and rocks you like a hurricane, because you are in your high priestess or high priest energy. And that means that you have done the work. You have done the work. Because the next cards, and from what you remember, are vow. So, excuse me. Maybe you're in your high priestess energy now because you made a vow to yourself to work on yourself. You stopped worrying about everybody else and you started investing in yourself for whatever reason. Maybe you had a tower moment. Maybe you had a fake twin flame moment where somebody came in and rocked you like a hurricane in the wrong way. They messed you up like a scorpion. They just came right on in there and did what they wanted to do with the situation, made all kinds of vows and promises to you in that love life. You guys ended up having wars and battles within each other, and maybe it caused you to have an extreme tower moment. But during that time of healing, you did have those battles. You did heal from them, and then you rose up. Look at her. She's like almost levitating in the air. Rising up. Even with the dark clothes on, like she's like straight up, I embraced my shadow side. I worked on it. I did what I needed to do. And now look at me. You thought you had me, but look at me. I am divinely guided and protected. I'm back to rock you like a hurricane. And that's you. That's you right there. You went through the darkness. You went through the shadows. And by the way, I'm glad that that popped up, because that is actually, I do believe, yes, the first card in the other Oracle deck, the lower world. You are all up and through that. You already been there. They straight up knighted you, gave you a cloak and everything. That's how you just went in there and just shut it down, aced it. Didn't even have to take the exam. You did so good. Look at you. I mean, come on. You got the sword, you got the cloak, you got the divinity. You are all that. You got up out of that lower water. I'm so proud of you, by the way. If no one's told you so, I am so proud of you. Congratulations for working on yourself and healing the things that you needed to heal so you can move forward, for winning the battles. So hopefully you can get the type of love in your life that you want. Maybe not necessarily romantic love, just love in all its many shapes and forms, because you made the vow to yourself. You're setting the standard. You're setting the bar for people. You're loving yourself the way you want to be loved, so that way you are not accepting anything less from anybody else. If they can't be on your level, they can't be in your love life, because you are completely okay with standing over here in your high priest or high priestess energy, waiting for what's meant for you to come to you. And when I say waiting, I don't mean that you're literally just sitting there and waiting for it to happen, because you're focused on yourself. Chances are you're focused, like I said, still on healing yourself. You're working on yourself, using that dream catcher to catch all those bad memories so you could work on them. So in healing yourself, you're also healing any type of relationships you may be having. And like I said, you're expecting other people to make a vow with you. If you're going to be in it to win it with me and be a part of my love life, whether that's friends, family, lover, whatever, you need to work on yourself and heal yourself. Make that vow to yourself and make it to me. If you can't do it, then nah. Go head on over there and have that war and battle by yourself, and let me levitate and elevate to ascend by myself. This is the Smashing Pumpkins bullet with butterfly wings. So yeah, look at you. Like you got some butterfly wings right there. When you're in that high priestess energy, you have fertility coming your way. That's how I'm looking at it. Of course, it's a baby. Fertility also has to do with children, obviously. But children also represent new life, birth, new possibilities, fresh, clean slate, innocence, all of that. But it could also literally mean a baby. Maybe you're in your high priest or high priestess energy and you have found that person that you can have that love life with. And you guys have gotten together and now you have your own baby, your own legacy. You healed your generational trauma, so now you don't have to pass it down to the next generation. Or, like I said, it could mean ideas and thoughts, new beginnings. Maybe your ideas and thoughts and new beginnings will make you be able to come up with the next big movie, next big book, next big song, beautiful painting, sculpture, whatever. You worked on your internal battles that you needed to do. You healed yourself. Make a vow to yourself now that you're healed to go out there and use those talents and those gifts that you were knighted with. Don't waste them. What do you got? We had a card from this morning. I did a couple of tarot card pulls from this morning. I don't remember exactly which card it was. I think it was a reverse Ace of Wands. And it basically said, do not waste this time. Do not throw your gifts and your talents away and miss out on an opportunity because you're being hesitant. You're not believing in yourself. The divine, which I'm glad that came up because this is the only bird card I have, which is the white swan. I saw a video of it online. Swan was feeding some fish in a pond. And that's so smart of them to do, like literally share their food with the fish. But anyway, the white swan, the power of the divine grace is within you. And it's true. You cannot be in, where is she at? You cannot be in this type of energy if you don't have the divine within you. It goes hand in hand. So with you having that type of power and that type of energy within yourself, of course, you're being knighted with some type of gift or some type of talent. Like I said, maybe it is creativity, or maybe it's more on the nurturing side. Maybe you are a person that wants to heal people holistically, or be a doctor or a nurse or something along that line in the medical field. That could be you too. Maybe you want to go into the teaching career, early childhood education, something like that. Maybe you want to foster a kid. Maybe you want to be a big brother or a big sister, a mentor or something like that. Whatever you're choosing to do is going to be all about that divine feminine energy. And that is not a gender. It is an energy. It just means that you are nurturing. You're more tuned with your nurturing side and your creative side, your teaching side. You're healing the masculine side of you, the side that thinks that you got to be on guard all the time, the one that's always hustling, imprisoning yourself with old ideas, old conditioning, thinking that you need to be aggressive and go out there and fight everybody all the time. That's the stuff that we're trying to heal. That's why we need this divine, nurturing, divine feminine energy. 2025, this is Beck, dreams, yes, perfect. 2025, the year of the snake. That is when the dreams are supposed to be happening, people. That's when the babies are supposed to be happening. That's when the love is supposed to be happening. That's when all the nurturing and all that energy is supposed to be happening, so we can get out of this imprisonment that we have put ourselves into, that society and the collective consciousness of people have enslaved ourselves in, from unbalanced energy. But yes, 2025, next year, the year of the snake. And I keep bringing it up because that's another card that popped up in the other oracle. Also a card I found coincidentally in my car yesterday, and it keeps popping up because right now, here we are, like you said, 2024. No, we're not running circles around and around anymore. Yes, that is a circle, and it's eating itself. We are at the end of that. The snake doesn't have anywhere to go anymore. It is the time of completion. Close your eyes and it's gone. We have like, what, 3 more weeks, 4 more weeks tops before the end of this year? It's the 6th now. So we have 25 more days. What are you going to do in these 25 days? Because this year is coming to the end, to a completion. Number at the top, 9. Get to work now, light workers, even baby steps. 2222, maybe working on some of those steps with relationships. Starting with yourself and that relationship. And making sure that you're over all the battles and the wars within yourself. Making sure that you're not stuck in that old mindset, that old conditioning.